Hello, this is Liz. Welcome to my little urban homestead and Fabric Friday. Yes, I'm feeling a lot better than I have been. And I thought, one thing that can stop anybody from doing anything is because one, they've never done it before, and two, they possibly haven't seen it done, and three, they think they need a specific plan, layout and all the rest, and you don't at all. So that's what I'm doing today, is going through the complete basics of making your own shirt, blouse, whatever you want to call it, without a pattern. And it is so easy, it's unbelievable. As you've seen, I wear these shirts all the time, and they're extremely comfortable. I make them far too big, but they drape, they hang nice, and so that makes them comfortable. So I will be making a dress similar way, but today I'm making another top, but out of this material that you saw the other day. And actually this intro I'm making after we've made it. So it's there, it's done. But the measurements you need to know. It is very important that you find your largest measurement, whether that be your bust, your belly, your hips, whatever. Find your largest measurement. This is if you're doing it with no other shirt at all as a template. So you want to add about 8 inches to that, give or take a bit, about 8 inches, and that's basically the body of it. Now I like them loose, so I add 10 inches. Doesn't matter, whichever you want to do. Minimum 8 inches to make it a bit looser for you. And if you're worried about how long they're going to come down your arms, get yourself to measure it. I just do whatever comes there. They never come to the bottom of the cuff, but fine, fair enough. I just do the length that I can get out of the material. The length is a bit more awkward. My tape measure, to find out my length that I wanted, it looks a bit awkward. Basically, put it the back of your neck, hold it all the way down, and as far down as you want it to go, whether it's to just your waist or lower, grab on to your tape measure and find out what that is. And for me, that says 27 inches. So I know where I would want it is 27 inches. I can go longer if I want to, or go shorter if I want to. But that gives you your length. That's how you measure your back length. And this measurement for me gets me, basically when I'm sitting down, it's just about half an inch, 3/4 of an inch above the seat itself, and that's 26 inches. So I know that that's a nice length for me. But those are the only measurements that you really need. What you've got to think of for that length, you've got to add on about 1 inch because of turning it up. putting a hem on it. On this one, I've decided not to turn it up and not to do a hem, so it's exactly there, and I've just used the whole width of the material, and this is, for me, from where the nape of the neck would be is 26 inches, which is exactly how I wanted it. So that's just giving you a bit of an idea. Now I'll go into the making of it. I hope I've explained this alright. If not, let me know in the comments and I'll explain it some more. I'll do a video on just measurements and things like that. But here's how to make it now. They're so simple, easy, anyone could do it. Even if you haven't got a sewing machine, you could do it. Now, when you buy material, it normally comes a cut length off. You've got two sides that are the selvage, and you have a length cut off. Now, you can have half a yard, quarter. Obviously, for making your own clothes, you need a minimum of a yard. Yeah, so there is a right and a wrong side on this one. But that's from one selvage to the other selvage. So if we put the two selvages together and put them the right sides together, you know, it's dull in here. I didn't think it was this dull. Yeah, I'm finding the selvages on this material. It's creased, but never mind. And I've folded it so the right side is on the inside. It's easier for sewing it up later. Fold it in half to get the two selvage edges together. And then lay it down. To slightly slippy material, this will drape lovely. And where it is in the middle, get the middle and fold it in half again. So you've got it in 4 bits. I've decided that I want this blue bit on it at the bottom of my shirt, because to me I think it looked funny at the top. So there we are, that's better. So there is the material for the shirt. Now you can get any shirt that you've got that is not stretchy material like t-shirts that fits you well, and use that as a template on how to do this. If you haven't got a shirt that fits you because, say for instance, you put on a bit of weight and so your clothes aren't fitting you, which I went through last year, you can use a shirt that used to fit you, now it's too tight for you to even get it on, and use that as a template, but allow yourself more width in it, so it will fit. What I'm doing is I've folded my shirt in half, right, so that's where it's going to go. So this, I like this bottom, so I might leave it on, we'll see. But that shows you exactly where it's going to be. It's going to use all of the material up very easily. My tailor's chalk. Now you've got to think that you're going to be turning over the neck, so you've got to allow a little bit extra. So, oh, you're not going to see this. I'll probably mark it on. What are the colours we've got? Blue, yellow, orange. You're not going to see any of them on this. But that's the bit that I need to cut out for the neck. For the sleeves, you've got to do the same. Allow about an inch for seam allowance. Coming out to there. Going round and down. All the way down. Now I like them with slits at the side. You can possibly see. So I mark where I want the slits to be, sort of hip height. So on this one, which was right for me and you, but it's going to come to that blue material. Well, it's going to come to the end of the blue, and that's it for marking it. Now that's how it is if you've got a shirt, but there is not much to these shirts. You find out where the armhole comes to and cut. Now, if you haven't got a pattern to it that tells you where I want the slits, then just nick it with the end of your scissors. That'll help you to turn it over. You don't have to put slits in it if you don't want them. Easy peasy. And that's the material that I'll cut off. The neck. Now, and you should basically end up with a round bit, more or less. That's it for cutting it. Exceptionally easy. What I like to do is open it out. Yeah, it looks wide, but I like them wide. And I just try it on and make sure the head will fit through, which it does. If it doesn't, because it's too small, whatever, you can always make it a bit bigger. And now it's just a matter of sewing it up. Yep, the cover's on because I've just finished a project. So what I'm going to do first is, let's find, there, is I'm going to do these slits. If you don't want to have slits in your shirt, in your blouse, don't. Skip this bit altogether. So I'll just sew them now and then I'll show you when it's done. I've sewn up the side seams and I've just turned them over so that on the right side it's finished off nicely, and I've done that on all four sides. Turned it off so it's nice there, and you've got this little bit now that you can start sewing the sides up. Now I've already done one side on the machine while I was there, so you could see. Let me bring you out. So you could see how it is. I've sewn the sides up, started here, but I'll show you better on the machine for the other side. Sewed it all the way along to here, the opening, the armhole, and then I went back and zigzagged all along the edge. Now the reason I do that is because it will help stop fraying. We get it right sides together. Now you can start from the sleeve. I prefer to start exactly where these two are meeting. Now if you're not putting the slits in the side, you can go all the way from the bottom. But me, I like slits in it, so I put a pin exactly where I want to start sewing, and then I'll pin lower down, and that keeps it in place. And then I'll go further up where I'm sewing, and I'll put a pin in there, and then that will hold it while I poke around getting machine sorted. So I hope this is picking it up. I can start just below where I've got those slits in the side. Got my needle, and then just back tack a few stitches, and that will help to secure it. In fact, I'll back tack another, and that will help to secure it. Take my first pin out, because I don't want to sew over it, and go down. Now we're coming to the underarm, so make sure the material is lying together. Now put your needle down and just twist your material slightly, and that will help you to go round the corner. So let's put that back. Make sure you put your foot back down. And as you see, these two are not lining up either. Secure them stitches out, and it's done. Now I go back all the way down, take the pin out that was at the bottom, find where those two slits are, drop your needle in to secure it, a few stitches to lock in place, and then put it on zigzag. Make sure your needle is out of the material when you're changing from straight stitch to zigzag, because your machine won't work it otherwise. And just go round down close to the edge. Needle out the machine, back to straight stitch, and lock it. And my needle is up, so out it comes. So we've done the slits, the side seams. I'm going to do the neck now. Now what I like to do is I'll choose one to be the back of the front. Sometimes I even cut slightly lower one side than the other to denote that that's the front. Have the front lower than the back. But I don't think I'll bother on this one. And there are different ways of doing this, but the easiest way is just turn it so the right side is now on the outside. Find what would be either the centre back or centre front, because when you make these, if you don't, do you know which is going to be the front and back by having a lower neck, you can sometimes put it on the wrong way round. Doesn't matter. But I always start and finish at where my centre back is. So it's basically you fold over a slight bit and a slight bit again. Slide it under, put your foot down and that will help to hold it. Drop your needle and lock those stitches in. Now for the rest of it, you just take it slow and easy. Mason's got something and playing with it in the bathroom, which I'll check on in a minute. And you just fold it over because it wants to automatically do the first fold, and then you just have to tell it, fold again. Now sometimes the material gets caught in the middle of your foot, raise it and lower it and then start some more. If you only do like an inch at a time, that's an inch closer to the end you've got. See, that's all you have to keep doing. Make sure that you're not sewing over any other bits. I'm sorry if I get in the way, and carry on. See, the material's wanting to twist here, so I've lifted my foot, pull on it very slightly and carry on. If you felt that you couldn't do this, by all means, hand sew it. Try and pin it first and then sew it on the machine. Whichever way you find to be the easiest for you is the right way. I'll finish this off. Now doing a hem on the sleeves is basically the same as doing a hem on the neck. And I start at the bottom where the seam was, fold it over once, fold it over twice, and I pin. First of all, let's get it before where I want to start sewing. And then where I want to start sewing. And then after. It makes it easy, especially if you're using slippy material, or as in my case, my hand doesn't work too well, my right hand, so it has the shakes on it, so I can't always get it right. Fold it over in half. Now, to make it easier for you, you can do this and pin it all the way around. You can do this and hand tack down and then take it to your machine, whichever one you feel the most comfortable doing, because at the end of the day it's your shirt, your blouse, and possibly the first item of clothing you've ever made. So wherever you feel comfortable doing, you do it. These are just things that I have picked up over the years. I mean, the amount of time it takes to hand tack all this down. I'll finish the shirt, the blouse. So where I want to start sewing is exactly where I've got the pen, but never mind. Let's now see if I can sneak it out. Yes. And I don't think it's going to go too well because I didn't hold my ends, but this machine is far more forgiving than any machine I've used before as far as your ends are concerned. And that's it. That's all done. If I find it's too baggy for me, which I know it's going to be, and it doesn't drape well, I'll just come back to the same machine and take it in some. But other than that, I'm not bothering. And this is all the material we've got left. I quite like that round the bottom. So you'll be seeing me wearing this soon. I'll just put it on here to give you a little look-see. Here it is now on the tailor's dummy, and those side slits that you saw, and nice, quick, lightweight summer top that's cost a couple of pounds. Takes a couple of hours, if that, to make. Thank you very much. Bye.